Realized I didn't actually put the name of the show. That's okay. So like it looks cool. Afternoon coffee, March 13th. The Belly of the Beast, US of A. White House showroom. What am I talking about? I'll show you. Let's do it. Obviously, this is the press conference, but this video is funny. We'll watch it.
It's the biggest sale of the year.
Very safe, it's very strong, heavy. It's all steel, stainless steel.
Come on down to Pennsylvania Avenue just off Route 29 to get our best deal ever on a brand new Tesla.
I want to make a good deal here. They have one, which is $35,000, which is pretty low.
Get a Model 1 with
pretty
a
low,
panel
only
and
35 grand.
Computer.
This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's
What's
computer.
So don't waste your time.
What's the median salary in the US? 65, right? Look it up. Might be a hard stat to find, to be honest with you. US median salary. That'd be like 65K, right? 59. That's worse. According to Reddit discussions, the median personal income is about 32. I don't think that's accurate. 59. Reddit is a cesspool. 59,000. That seems accurate, right? So what did he say? He said for the low cost.
This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer.
So don't waste your time going to those other Tesla dealerships.
Which is
Gotta go back to that.
$35,000, which is pretty low.
Get a Model
Pretty
1
low.
with a different panel and everything's computer.
This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer.
Everything's
So don't waste your time
computer.
going to those other Tesla dealerships with riots and flaming cyber trucks. You gotta come down to White House Tesla Auto Mall.
That's
I
good.
love Tesla.
You gotta come
I
down to
love
White
Tesla.
House Tesla Auto Mall.
This is really amazing.
Oh wow, that slaps. Yeah, that was really good. Wow. Okay. I need to watch it again. This is from The Daily Show. They probably won't mind. Maybe they will. I don't really care.
Tesla.
Going on
It's
now with the
hilarious.
White House Tesla Auto Mall. It's the biggest sale of the year.
Very safe, it's very strong, heavy. It's all steel, stainless steel.
Come on down to Pennsylvania Avenue just off Route 29 to get our best deal ever on a brand new Tesla.
I want to make a good deal here. They have one, which is
$35,000,
which is pretty low.
Get a Model 1 with a different panel and everything's computer.
This is a different panel than I've had.
Everything's computer.
So don't waste your time going to those other Tesla dealerships with riots and flaming cyber trucks. You gotta come down to White House Tesla Auto Mall.
I love Tesla.
You gotta come down to White House Tesla Auto Mall.
Oh my god. It's too funny. It's too much for me. I love Tesla. Why does he say it like that? Tesla. I don't know. That's good. To be honest with you, I didn't even watch the tweet or anything. I saw one tweet like 3 days ago. He's right. We haven't done a show in a while. I saw one tweet 3 days ago that just had President Trump standing next to Elon with the hat, next to a Tesla with like the kid running around outside the White House. I didn't even really know what was like the context. I was just like, all right, I'm covering that. That's what the show's gonna be about. I will make that funny. The internet kind of did it for me. That is hilarious. I love Tesla. I don't know why he says it like that. And 35,000, like we just showed, is not. It's not low. Wow. So in an instant, it's cool to buy cars, electric cars in Magaland. Get rid of your F-150, your diesel F-150, and get in that Cybertruck today. I also did a little homage. Dimmadome of Dimmadome Automotive, 18765 D. Wayne Road, Brownsville, Texas, and boy, have I got a deal for you. Oh, Lord and Savior, El Presidente Donald Trump has put out the call and the word, electric vehicles are good to go. And I got me hundreds of new, pre-owned used, slightly charred, and completely burnt Teslas in my inventory waiting to be pawned off, I mean unloaded, on you fine folk out there in Magaland. So get on down here and support El Presidente Donald Trump and his little good buddy Elon Musk and get yourself in a Tesla today. Oh. All right, that was good, right? Okay. All right, switch for the other group, right? All right, give me a second. Like this. Hello, I'm DT Dimmadome of Dimmadome Automotive Sales. He, him. We understand that times are tough out there in America and that you may be looking to move on from your recently purchased Cybertruck or Tesla Model S quickly. Well, we have great news for you. We are offering full trade-in value to anyone who wants to bring a Tesla Model S or Cybertruck to the Dimmadome lot. No questions asked. It can be in any condition. Completely burnt, completely smashed, partially burnt, new, used, pre-owned, it really doesn't matter. We happen to know that there is a brand new, previously untapped demographic that is going to be starving for Cybertrucks and Model S's moving forward. We'll be able to get them sold. We also understand that while a week ago you might have been great fans of Teslas or great fans of electric vehicles, your values may have changed and now you don't really care about electric vehicles or Teslas or whatever. We don't really care. We just want your money. So come on down to DT Dimmadome Automotive Sales. Doesn't matter who you are, illegal immigrant, gang member, murderer, rapist. We'll put you in a brand new car today if you have money and, a Tesla to give us so that we can, flip it to the MAGA folk. Go. Better or worse than, what was it, Daily Show? I don't know. I thought mine was pretty good. That was funny. Subversive, maybe. It's been said. My brother said that. All right, geez. Yeah. So I don't know. You be the judge. I did really like the Daily Show one. That was hilarious. Yeah. So let's go. Let's do like the actual press conference and just hear.
Well, I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy because number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets, and number two, because this man has devoted his energy and his life to doing this. I think he's been treated very unfairly by a very small group of people. And I just want people to know that you can't be penalized for being a patriot. And he's a great patriot. And he's also done an incredible job with Tesla. And I mean, nobody else has a car company started up in the last 30 years that's been successful. I don't think so.
That's true.
And not only successful, but super successful. And because he's able to find billions and billions and billions of dollars of fraud and waste and all of the things. I mean, our country is going to be very strong very soon because of a lot of the things that he's done and a lot of the things that I'm doing.
No tax.
And,
no tax.
There's no better team.
What was it? What did I see today? Under 150K, I think. This would be huge because I haven't even filed this year. I would definitely qualify for this. Where is it? I should probably do that soon. 150K, no tax, Trump. 50 minutes ago. You want to talk breaking? This is breaking. No taxes if you earn under 150K in the U.S. That's crazy. I feel like this would kill the Democratic Party if he was able to get this done, and not also, bankrupt the country or put us into depression or anything like that, right? If he's able to keep the economy strong and get some of this stuff implemented, Dems are done, right? They'll never win again. Hey, let's help the poor people and let's make lots of money and have a great wealthy country. I don't know. What? What? I don't know. It seems like 1 week I'm like all in, and then the next week or 1 week I'm like these people are criminals and they're crazy, and then the next week I'm like I don't know. I kind of like what they're doing. I like what they're doing with this. When I saw this, honestly, I mean it's crazy. Under 150K, I've never made more than that in my life. So that would be huge for, I mean, me and a lot of other young folks in the country who are struggling. So this was a business today. Back to the Tesla ad, though. Not the Tesla ad, the press conference. Same thing.
There's no better for what we're doing. There's nobody like this, and he shouldn't be penalized. And when I watched the other day, I said, I can't believe it. It should be the opposite. People should be going wild, and they love the product, but because he's finding all sorts of terrible things that have taken place against our country, they want to penalize him in an economic sense. And I just think that's very unfair. So I just wanted to make a statement. I'm going to buy one. Now, here's the bad news.
He's gonna buy
I'm
one.
not allowed to drive because I haven't driven a car in a long time, and I love to drive cars. But I'm going to have it at the White House, and I'm going to let my staff use it.
Not have a
I'm going
license?
to let people at the place use it, and they all are all excited about that. I'm not allowed to
Hold
use
on
it.
a second.
Can you believe
What did
it?
he just say?
It should be the opposite. People should be going wild, and they love the product, but because he's finding all sorts of terrible things that have taken place against our country, they want to penalize him in an economic sense. And I just think that's very unfair. So I just wanted to make a statement. I'm going to buy one. Now, here's the bad news. I'm not allowed to drive because I haven't driven a car in a long time, and I love.
Why isn't he? Maybe like a security thing, Secret Service or something. Yeah, that would make sense. That'd make a lot of sense. That's probably why he's not right. But he's buying one. All right, he's gonna park it out front. I would think. Well, you better not park it out front. It might get smashed, actually, or burnt, or destroyed. Now, the craziest thing I've seen is like wealthy left people smashing their own Teslas, like not going out and smashing other people's Teslas, but smashing their own Tesla. Does that make any sense? Like to anyone? It doesn't make much sense to me, honestly. Like, why would you paid? I mean, he said it what $35,000 for a Model S or whatever. That's I mean that's a lot of money. You're like gonna smash that? Get rid of it because what? You're mad? That I mean, I mean they're mad that Elon is, they're calling him a shadow president. They're saying he's an unelected official. Constitutionally and legally, I believe the president can do what he's doing as far as appointing Elon to look into the government, see if there's waste. Well, issues with that, and if there is, I think there are lawsuits on. It's so hard to keep track of all the lawsuits too that are going against this administration and what they're doing. I think there is one against Doge and this sort of, having Elon dig into the government, right? So the courts will figure it out. I'm okay with that. Hopefully it'll be a, you know, nonpartisan judge, right? Someone who actually just goes by the letter of the law and not what political affiliation they have. But, I mean, maybe it won't. Then we'll just kind of have to approach that when we get there. What was the last little bit here?
Love to drive cars, but I'm going to have it at the White House, and I'm going to let my staff use it. I'm going to let people at the place use it, and they all are all excited about that. I'm not allowed to use it. Can you believe it? One of my great things in life is that I can, I like to drive cars, but I'm not allowed to.
It's got to be like the Secret Service aspect, right? That's why he's not allowed to drive cars. I mean, that would make sense to me. I would think. I think I thought I had something else. Oh yes. All right, here we go.
Because
A little bit more of the press conference.
Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists.
I will do that. I'll do it. I'm going to stop them. We catch anybody doing it because they're harming a great American company. You know, I've stuck up for the NFL. I've stuck up for a lot of
Here, the question at the start was.
Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists.
I will do that.
We kind of cut off the first part. He's talking about the people who are smashing up Teslas and Tesla dealerships. That's like the first part of that question. And the second part that you hear is, should they be labeled domestic terrorists? I'm guessing this is Peter Ducey, probably, if it's Fox News, maybe. I don't know.
I'll do it. I'm going to stop them. We catch anybody doing it because they're harming a great American company. You know, I've stuck up for the NFL. I've stuck up for a lot of American
UFC
companies and other companies, but American companies. I did a very big favor for the NFL. I do favors for all of them. When you heard an American company, especially a company like this, supplies so many jobs.
What did you do for the NFL?
That others
Whatever.
are unable to do. When you do that, those people are going to go through a big problem when we catch them. And we have you got a lot of cameras up.
A lot of cameras.
We know who some of them are. We're going to catch them. And they're bad guys. They're the same guys that screw around with our schools and universities. The same garbage. And we're going to catch them. And let me tell you, you do it to Tesla.
DJ is on it. DJ is on their bumper. He is on it. Remember? I'll play it again. It's like my favorite clip of the year. So I'm on your bumper. My dad. I was texting my dad the other, and randomly out of nowhere, he was like, I was driving to the grocery store, and all of a sudden, see this car behind me, and it's this very small black police officer. He just keeps riding my bumper every time I go to the grocery store. I don't know why. My dad's not a big Trump guy, and he's referencing this clip. How about you? In case you haven't seen it, it's a State of the Union reference.
Such an honor to have met you.
Hold up, I got one more thing to say.
He has one more thing to say. I won't interrupt you.
If you're a Democrat and you're being mean to President Trump, I'm on your bumper.
Such an honor to have met you.
You're a Democrat and you're destroying Tesla vehicles out there. DJ's on your bumper. Okay? He's on your bumper. Trump's he's putting them on your bumper. If you're messing with Teslas, this guy's coming for you. All right? I just want to, you just got to know that. Okay? Because, that's scary right there. I know I'm not making fun of DJ. I like DJ. I thought that was when he hugged the Secret Service guy. I thought that was like the best political moment that we've had in a long time. As far as healing and trying to move forward, it was a good scene. But you saw the reaction. Yeah. So DJ's on your bumper. You're a domestic terrorist if you smash up Tesla dealerships. I don't know. Him saying that kind of reminded me of this schmuck. I hate to do it, but I got to. Specifically, this press conference speech, whatever he was doing, the Dark Brandon moment.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic. Now, I want to be very clear up front. Not every Republican, not even the majority of Republicans are MAGA Republicans. Not every Republican embraces their extreme ideology. I know, because I've been able to work with these mainstream Republicans. But there's no question that the Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated by Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans. And that is a threat to this country.
All right, there you go. Well, I mean, he doesn't go like as bad as what's his face? Trump? No. Yeah, he doesn't go as hard as Trump because Trump says they should be like domestic terrorists, right? Yeah.
Some say they should be labeled domestic terrorists.
I will
Because
do that. I'll do it. I'm going to stop them.
I'm pretty sure though Biden at one point said that MAGA people should be labeled terrorists, right? Wasn't that like after January 6th thing, or someone was? Also, President Joe Biden sounds so much more coherent in that clip than he did at the end, right? I mean, he was rough towards the end, but he actually. I always joke that this is. I have no clue if this is actually true or not, but I always joke that they had like a little special. Jill was shooting him up with a little special something, but you had to time it right. And so when he had like really bad press conferences or bad debate performances, that was because they timed the medicine wrong. So he wasn't coherent. It had worn off by then, or it hadn't kicked in quite yet. That's always been my theory, like a time release drug that they were giving him to make him coherent for certain press conferences. Because most of the time he wasn't coherent, right? Because they weren't giving him it. But like for the big things, State of the Union, the Dark Brandon speech, most of the debates. I mean, they messed up that one debate and it was all over, right? They give him the medicine, something. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure he called MAGA people domestic terrorists. So, I mean, this is just, we're going tit for tat at this point. Ugh. What else do we got? I mean, the big news is this, really, truly. And I thought I was just going to do the Tesla thing, but I mean, this is huge. Hopefully it happens. I wonder, would this be like no tax? Not just end of the year, but like state tax and stuff like that. Maybe? I don't know. I will have to certainly look into it. Game changing for a lot of people out there struggling in America if this was able to get done. Yeah. So Tesla White House showroom. I'll give some thoughts, but I'm going to take a quick break. Just some final thoughts on the White House press conference with Tesla cars, no stuff. This is Afternoon Coffee. I am DT. I'll be right back with a little bit more on Afternoon Coffee on Rumble. Final thoughts. Afternoon Coffee White House showroom. Well, it reminded me of when I was like a kid, like trying to get my dad to talk to like another kid's dad, because the kid was being mean or something. When I was like real little, I'm not talking elementary. My dad was always like, "No, dude, you gotta fight your own battle. Figure out, stand up for yourself, figure it out for yourself. Which as an adult, I respected. I respect that a lot. That he was like that. Trump was definitely the dad who was going to talk to the other parents, though. Clearly, right? I mean, I think we just kind of saw that on full display at the press conference. I mean, this is just from like a psychological angle, kind of taking it at, because that's what it seemed like. Like his buddy, his friend, right? Elon. His feelings are getting hurt pretty bad with what's going on, and to President Trump's point, Elon doesn't have to do what he's doing right now. There's a lot of people who think that he's doing what he's doing right now for economic gain, financial gains. Might be some truth to that. We'll just have to wait and see. But he doesn't have to do what he's doing as far as, trying to look for the waste in the country and helping out the country. Trump is correct in that. I mean, Elon's trying to run what? A couple businesses, right? SpaceX, Tesla. He's got a couple other ones. So, but it did feel like it was like a dad defending his kid, kind of. Which I don't know. If I'm Elon, I feel like that's not a good look. right? Well, for him to be standing there too, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he didn't have to be there. I feel like he could have been somewhere else, and it might have been some better optics. Because I mean, just look, right? Now Elon does have his own son there too, right? So I don't know. I feel like that does just make him even look more like it's two kids standing there next to their dad, who's like, "Stop being mean." These two. That was like my main takeaway thought from this is that I don't know, optically for Elon Musk, I feel like. But he also kind of seems increasingly like a guy who maybe doesn't care about optics that much. I don't know. I watched a good video a week or two, no, a couple days ago that was on SpaceX and just the environmental issues that are happening down where they're launching rockets, South Padre Island in Texas. And it talked about Elon a lot and kind of like looked at his psychology and kind of what his thought processes are like. Uh, yeah, he definitely seems like an insecure person. He really does. People who typically, the one thing that always has stuck out to me, right? This is a guy who doesn't need to lie about his accomplishment to seem impressive, right? He's very impressive just on the things that we know he's done, right? But he said he was the number one Diablo, what, 3 or 4 player in the world, which is a video game. You're not familiar? It was found out that that's not the case by people who actually play the game. People who actually play the game know that it is incredibly time consuming. Time and a guy who's running what 5 different companies not going to have the time to be successful in a particular video game, which he claimed he was. So why would a guy like that, who's that impressive, that wealthy, has those type of accomplishments, lie about something silly like I'm the number one player in this game? Why would he lie like that? I believe he was also outed because he did a live stream of him playing the game, and it was very clear early on. He made some decisions. If you play video games, and or if you're like a kid like locked into a video game, right? You know what the strategies are. You know what I mean? You know what a bad move is or a bad decision. What an inexperienced player would do. You can recognize it very easily. Well, Elon did a live stream of himself playing this game that he claimed to be number one in the world at, and it was made very clear quickly that he didn't know what he was making mistakes that beginners would make, rookies would make. So eventually he was outed, and I believe he even admitted at one point that he was not. He had paid people to boost that account because he's got a lot of money. He can do that. He can pay someone 6 figures to play Diablo 3 all day if you wanted to. Sign me up, Elon. You know what game? I'm good at some games. You know, pretty good at Balatro right now. You want? Pay me to play. I don't know. I also think it's very silly that the left, some of the progressive left, are like smashing their own Teslas. You know, you're just showing that you have no morals. I mean, what are you going to do? Buy a diesel? You know, destroying an electric car, it just creates so much waste too. Got to recycle those lithium batteries. You're doing harm, a lot of harm to the environment by doing that. Just kind of shows that they don't have any values or morals. Truly, they're just grandstanding. You know, they like to say things. Oh, I'm an environmentalist. Oh, I'm into green energy. Oh, I'm a vegan. Oh, I'm a vegetarian because it makes them feel good. But yeah, they're gonna sneak a burger if they want, or they're gonna throw some stuff out of their window on the highway. Fast food bag or something. Litter a little bit. People don't really actually follow through these days. They just they like to label themselves so that they feel a part of something. We lost community and sense of belonging, and you know, once we got into cities and the internet came along and telephones and these even, we just started drifting further and further away from that sense of community and belonging because we don't have everyone's so connected, yet we're disconnected. We don't have that face to face. Important. Gotta have that face to face communication where people look you in the eye, talk to you, and listen and respond back. It's hard. It's hard in today's world. So yeah, a little bit of a downer ending, but I think that's it for afternoon coffee today. I'll be back Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern, right here. Be there or be square, right? Be here or be square. That works, I guess. I don't know what the actual saying is. Be something or be square. So yeah, I'm also on YouTube, DT on YouTube. I got all the socials over here. So check those out. Follow me anywhere, everywhere with one simple click at allmylinks.com/DT. And you can support the show on Ko-fi. Support us on Ko-fi. Anything would help, honestly. At this point, we are a viewer-funded, viewer-supported channel and show. We just like to do, some comedy on the internet. I've only been doing it for like a month, but I think things are going well. And we'll be doing some more skits like the one I kind of threw in the show earlier. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you, Rumble. Appreciate you. Love you. Stay safe, stay sane. And you too, YouTube. Appreciate you, YouTube folks, as well. I am DT. This has been Afternoon Coffee. I'll be back 1 o'clock tomorrow with another one. Thank you. I am out.